Okay, if you guys are ready, let's do this. All right, semifinals. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, mind meld. Okay. See Matt leaning forward with the intensity. Matt and Pat have been kind of a dynamic duo. They come to CTWC together every year.
Yeah, they told me that they were practicing at home before this.
Yeah, I mean, what we found is that surprisingly, we've had multiple teams, the Michael and Anthony, the young guys, as well as Mark and Dan QZ, seem to have practiced before they came here. This is a bizarre form of Tetris. I mean, it's very difficult, about as difficult a version of Tetris as you can create right up, excluding Invisible, which is the hardest.
Yeah, I don't even know if Invisible is worth practicing.
Not unless you want to be a Tetris Grandmaster. All right, so we see some smiles, some joy on the faces of the players. That's not what I'm hoping for. I want them to be in agony.
Oh, man. You're that crazy doctor guy, Doctor Strange or something.
They are looking good. Look at Trey and Jonas are...
Jonas is singing.
He's talking in tongues.
Yeah.
Ooh, fatal misdrop. This is going to be rough. Oh, nice tuck. Amazing.
Oh.
And that long bar is going to be a barrier now. Matt and Pat have a 1 Tetris lead.
Hope they get some more.
Jonas and Trey have an opportunity to make a comeback. They need 20,000 points. Oh, and we might be witnessing an incredible dig, but a miscue. And they lose game 1 by less than a Tetris.
This is intense.
Really well played. Nice dig attempt.
I was just laughing and going, spicy.
And now I think it doesn't look like shit talking, does it?
Their code word is spicy over here, so I don't know. Jonas and Trey are a couple spicy boys. Okay. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, mind meld.
We good.
And Joseph just topped out on level 3 in the speedrun competition. How the mighty have fallen. We're focused on mind meld.
Yeah.
Matt and Pat with a little bit of a mess, but they were able to get the piece they need to clean it. And I don't know, Jonas and Trey are in trouble right now. A little bit, they can clean this. They stay together. You gotta stay connected. You gotta communicate.
So
Nice burn.
Would you compare this to like doubles and tennis, or how would
I think
what's
it's
the comparison here?
It's way more majestic than tennis.
Yeah.
However, as many of you know, Alexei named Tetris as a combination of the word tetro and tennis. That's how he came up with it. So, according to Alexei, there is a connection. All right, guys. Ooh, nice coordination on that burn for Jonas and Trey. But over here, Matt and Pat are about to be set up for a Tetris. They are Tetris ready. Both teams, boom, Tetris for Jonas and Trey.
Boom, Tetris for Matt.
And we're neck and neck. Just a 3,000 point lead for Matt and Pat. And they don't seem to be intimidated at all by the championship pedigree of their opponent. Nice burn and
boom,
Tetris for both simul Tetris.
Tetris.
We're still neck and neck. We're seeing some top-notch mind meld play.
Trey told me that he thinks he's the one that invented simul Tetris. The first one that said it out loud. This rumor has it.
A dubious distinction. Oh, and Jonas and Trey get a critical long bar. Gives them a chance to survive this little mess they have. Both teams dealing with a little bit of trouble.
Both wells blocked. Matt and Pat are coming down.
Ooh, a timely long bar for Jonas and Trey. And it looks like Matt and Pat are about to get clean.
Another timely long bar.
And they're going to take that triple. Wow, this is death-defying. And long bar Tetris for Jonas and Trey to take a 19,000 point lead. They're pushing 18 as far as we've seen in this competition. I would love to see an 18 transition.
Let's see it. Let's go.
Tetris ready for Trey and Jonas. And boom! That's a 38,000 point lead right along with a misdrop for Matt and Pat. And meanwhile, Jonas and Trey are just building Tetrises, and boom! 60,000 point lead.
Well, Jonas and Trey are the current world record holders at this event at a 500.
I think it was just over 500, and they played past the transition on 18. So yeah, that's what they're capable of. All right, but Matt and Pat are clean again. Just as they get clean, they do a misdrop.
and then flat. No touch.
No touch. No
And
touch.
boom, Tetris for Jonas. The 100,000 point lead, but Matt and Pat will not go away.
And then
Won't go away.
disco.
Uh,
Yep. And then ba.
and Tetris for Jonas and Trey. They are on a roll. They're in the zone. They are truly melded at the mind.
Communication strats for sure.
And then ba. And then ba. And then go.
And boom, Tetris for Jonas and Trey. We've never seen a run like this. This is a score that many of us would be happy with alone. Just Tetris after Tetris, a barrage. It's brutal. Once again,
Oh man, did you see that crazy flip
And then doo.
by Jonas and Trey there?
And then la. Very flat.
It's like Matt and Pat are gonna get
even
clean
some,
here.
it's a very cordial team. Oh, and despite their dominant run, Jonas and Trey are in trouble. And they didn't,
Oh,
and that's going to be the end of it. So that's a 152,000 point lead that Matt and Pat have an opportunity to run down. They get the long bar to cut that lead to 130. And they do, guys, remember they have about 40 lines to work with on 18 speed, so this is quite doable. But they are going to need to score some Tetrises.
that's right.
They got about a six Tetris deficit, so they're going to need to score 4 Tetrises.
Yeah, I think they made the right call there. Just burn it down.
They're clean
Get
right
calm,
now,
We have 266.
cool and collected.
Cool and collected. Start it over, reboot it.
Certainly, they probably enjoy a little help from the RNG gods. With a 21-piece drought, that's not going to be what they need.
Yeah.
24 pieces, 25
But
pieces.
they're clean. Well's open.
And that was a safe burn.
Yeah, you gotta set your safe burn
And
way
we're
higher
looking
in
at
Mindmeld here.
this is the mind. Oh, and there it is.
Boom,
Boom.
Tetris.
To cut the lead within 100,000, they now have to make up 88,920.
They only have 22 lines until
Another Tetris set up.
the transition.
And there's that long bar. Boom. 66,120. They need 3 more Tetrises within the next 18 lines.
before 19 sets in. Smart burns.
I mean, beautiful
Cerebral
burning.
burns.
Beautiful
Yeah.
burning.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
Tetris ready.
Okay, they got 13 lines to do
Give
this,
him
you
a long bar.
guys.
Is he a tuck here?
They need a little help.
Give him a long
Another
bar.
20-piece drought. They get 35,000 point game. They have 5 lines left to the transition.
It's 2 Tetrises, and it looks like that's about what they need.
Oh, and a fatal misdrop. They take the points.
Well, they're gonna have to get this on 19.
We could see some magic right now, you guys. Is this possible? They need 30,000 points. Oh, they get the long bar.
Come on. This is where the minds really break.
Oh,
Good games. The crowd goes wild.
Is that just 1-1?
amazing. It's 1-1, everyone.
I'm so. Oh my god. I'm so. Those droughts though. So.
Yeah, they definitely got droughted out there. They had their minds melted together, but the drought still got them.
I think we saw that that was a very even match, and I do think Matt and Pat got the, let's just say it, the shit end of the RNG
What do we
stick.
got here? We got 9 droughts total. 20 drought average, 35 drought.
I don't think
max.
I've ever seen an RNG disparity bigger. So
Yeah, 2 droughts for Trey.
that is one of the largest RNG disparities of all time.
So,
But a W is a W, as they say. So moving on. You guys ready?
Yeah, that was a dirty win.
All right.
wicked stats.
Jonas admits that this dirty win. So okay, 3, 2, 1, Mindmeld.
And then right away. Just scan it. Yeah.
Okay, these guys are ready for another long battle.
Tall.
Boom, Tetris for both sides, but Jonas and Trey with the cleaner board.
If we get a square here, it'd be nice. Or Smash Boy, as it's called.
Oh, they passed up the Tetris, Jonas and Trey, but there's the long bar, and boom,
Get it anyway. His body was not ready for that, he says.
I feel that when we see Jonas play Mindmeld, it is almost like a form of wizardry.
Uh-oh. It's going to be tough
Oh,
to get
that
this over.
Mindmeld T-spin, but it wasn't enough. And Matt and Pat need to make up 37,000 points. Okay, they've cleared their well, but it's just a triple.
I think simplifying.
They can play conservative. They can just line out to get that 33,000. But it's
good advice.
It's a troublesome board they have here. Oh, and they couldn't get it over. Ooh, a missed opportunity for Matt and Pat. They only needed to make up 30,000 points, and it just doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Work. Bad beats.
All right.
Where's
That's
that?
a win for Team Trey.
We're looking for that 800K still, aren't we?
You know that, yeah, we haven't quite gotten in that stratosphere.
This is the 800K game.
Okay,
Yeah. Is this 2-1?
everyone take a breath, center yourselves.
Meld your minds.
Audience included, everyone let's take a breath and center. And 3, 2, 1, mind meld.
Crowd goes wild again.
I think these chumps watching the speed run don't know what they're missing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mind meld is where it's at.
Yeah, it's the future. This is the future tournament we're going to host. Main event.
Another drought for Matt and Pat, but they get the long bar. Boom to take the 22,000 point lead. And boom for Jonas and Trey. Right now we could be looking at a one-player game. Beautiful boards, flat boards.
And these guys are all max out kings, you know.
And you guys watching on the Twitch stream, we're really trying to build up Classic Tetris 2. Spread the word to your friends that they're going to see important matches, including Invisible at 5 p.m. You know, we just started this channel, and we really love to get the word out.
Yeah, we find ourselves having multiple events at the same time, so this is going to be a great solution.
And this is going to be year in, year out Classic Tetris 2.
Classic Tetris 2.
Every year. Tetris for Trey and Jonas. Neck and neck. Nice scores. These are good one-player scores. Basically about 100,000 points per 25 lines is what you're aiming for to get a solid score. So these guys are right around there.
Yeah, maybe we'll see that max out.
Okay, we got a tricky situation for Matt and Pat.
You're burning.
Nothing they haven't seen before.
Yeah.
And Jonas and Trey trying to get back into Tetris ready zone. Burn down a little mess there.
Up. Just, you know, you just go into computer talk when your melds are minding, you know.
That's true. Jonas and Trey are kind of just blipping and beeping at each other like a couple of human computers. It's kind of frightening. And Jonas is relying on a beer can terminology. He's calling his long bar tall boy.
Yeah.
And boom, Tetris for Jonas and Trey to take a 12,000 point lead.
I like that we're seeing games, you know, go the distance. As far as Mindmeld goes.
Absolutely. If we're seeing transitions, 18 transitions on Mindmeld, you're seeing something incredible.
Yeah.
I've tried this once or twice, and I tried it with Trey so we could experiment, and it was
how did
incredibly.
it go?
I died instantly.
Oh, man.
There was no melding.
Were you,
It's more like a mind war.
a mind war.
My mind was fighting Trey's mind and losing.
And did you find that was frustrating?
It was humorous.
Humorous, all right.
Ooh, and a tough series of misdrops for Matt and Pat. I don't know if they're going to be able to dig their way out of this. They get a timely long bar. They need a little bit of help.
They get that Z piece they don't need.
And Jonas and Trey. Oh, and that was it. Let's give Matt and Pat a round of applause. Way to battle it out.
Minds are being tested.
Just a beautiful attempt
All
to run
smiles
down their
after that.
score and fighting droughts, and it was just incredible.